Greetings, everyone. Well, Annette and I just got back from seeing Drag Me to Hell, and we thought it might be fun to do a little movie review for you, because everybody and their dog seems to be doing movie reviews, and a lot of you have asked me if I'm ever going to do movie reviews, so I figured why should everyone else have the fun and us be left out? So that's what we're going to do today on the Multimedia Chronicles.
Yep.
Welcome back. Now, Drag Me to Hell was, of course, directed by Sam Raimi, which is a name a lot of people probably know from the Spider-Man movies. Because, that's the only big notable thing that Sam Raimi's ever done was Spider-Man, right? No, of course not. All the horror fans are turning in their future graves. Now, of course, the big thing that Sam Raimi was originally famous for was, of course, the Evil Dead movies. And Evil Dead 3, also known as Army of Darkness. There you go. But it's been a very long time since Mr. Raimi has done anything in the horror genre. I mean, Evil Dead is this huge cult classic with a, fiercely devoted fan following, and, it's one that I've enjoyed for a long time, and I think you really enjoyed them too, didn't you?
Yes.
There you go. Even girls like it. So, and it's not like he hasn't been keeping busy. I mean, of course, he did all the Spider-Man movies, and he did Darkman a while back, and he did
that was a good movie, yeah.
Yeah, I liked the first Darkman anyway. The sequels were, low budget affairs. The first one was really good. And of course, he also did Hercules, the Legendary Journeys, and Xena, Warrior Princess, and, the list just goes on and on and on. But I think a lot of people were wondering, hey, Sam, you ever going to get back to horror or what? Because he did a great job with all three of those. I mean, they're funny, they're scary, they're gory, and they're gory in funny ways, and it's a great, unique kind of series of movies. So
come on, get to the point.
I think for a lot of people, Drag Me to Hell was a welcome return of Sam Raimi to the world of horror.
There we go. Good job.
Thank you.
Yep.
So, Annetta, as you know, is a little bit squeamish about horror movies. And Home Alone, apparently. So, Annetta's parents delight in traumatizing their children. So first, they took Annetta's 13-year-old brother to go see Drag Me to Hell.
Hey, he liked it. He loves horror movies.
Oh, I know, he does, but he still gets freaked out by them. He doesn't like to admit it, though, because he's very,
manly.
It's like, oh, no, I don't get bothered by horror movies, and he's like, ah! The whole time. But
anyways,
having a great time.
Sorry.
Annetta's a little tired, and she's a little cranky.
I'm cranky. I'm sorry.
So she might be a little bit snippy with me. Sorry, I just realized while I was capturing that I got a little distracted and forgot to finish my little story. Annetta's parents like to traumatize their children. So first they traumatized her brother, and then, as a special treat to us, they actually bought us the movie tickets to go see Drag Me to Hell so they could traumatize Annetta as well. So we watched Drag Me to Hell, and then I said, why don't we...
Quit playing with the nose.
Sorry, I was actually picking the nose of the Book of the Dead, so... Okay. Anyway...
Oh, God.
Okay, so Drag Me to Hell stars Alison Lohman, who was driving me crazy through the whole thing. I couldn't remember what the hell I'd seen her in before. She had one of those, annoyingly familiar faces that I just couldn't place. So, a lot of my time watching the movie was, where the fuck have I seen her before? So I IMDb'd her right before firing up the camera. It turns out I originally saw her in Big Fish a few years ago. She was the young lady that, what's his face? Obi-Wan Kenobi fell in love with. Why can't I remember his name?
Ewan McGregor?
Ewan McGregor, thank you. I'm just Not firing on all cylinders today.
Nope. Well, and the guy from PC versus Mac.
Oh yeah, and the Mac guy was in it as well. Justin, is it Justin Long? Something?
Probably.
I don't know. I'll look it up and I'll put the subtitle there. This guy's in it. This guy here. He's the I'm a Mac guy from...
You better be able to find his name.
I'm a Mac and I'm a PC. Well, I can probably just look up the movie and it'll be like the top of the list.
Fine.
Okay, so the movie itself. What did we think of it?
Very good.
Was it?
It was
well,
really
it's a
good.
horror movie. Did you find it scary?
Yes, it was scary. But it's not like the normal kind of scary. Like, it's the jump out at you kind of...
Yeah, there's a lot of things...
Haunted house scary.
Yeah, there's a lot of like jump out of your skin moments.
Very good makeup effects.
Yeah, the makeup effects, because there was a little bit of CG. I didn't really notice a lot of CG.
No.
There was actually some animatronics in it, which I was quite happy about. Most of it was either animatronics or makeup or, dummies and models and stuff like that. Practical effects. Matter of fact, I think I can only think of one part where there was CG.
Oh, yeah.
That I noticed, anyway.
Yeah.
So that was quite refreshing, especially in this day of... I'm sure most of you will agree that CG is like way overused nowadays to the point where it's ridiculous. Like they'll just use it for the sake of using it. Sorry.
Well, the thing I liked about it was that it gave you kind of like the old school Evil Dead type.
Yeah.
Stuff, recipe.
Well, it definitely had a similar feel to it. It's not quite as heavy on the comedy aspect of it.
But it does have comedy in it.
Yeah, but it's not as heavy. I mean, Alison Lohman obviously is no Bruce Campbell, but she's very easy on the eyes. Not to say Bruce Campbell isn't. He's a good-looking guy.
I'd say he's pretty hot.
With an awesome chin.
Yeah.
But that's neither here nor there. We're not talking about those. Well, I guess we're sort of talking about them.
We should talk about them one day.
We probably will.
Yeah.
That's not a bad idea. We should have a reviewing and then a review.
Okay.
We'll do a review after the reviewing, if that makes sense,
Okay.
of the 3 Evil Dead movies. We'll do a trilogy.
Yeah.
So anyway, what was I going to say? Yeah, it wasn't really as heavy on the comedy aspects as the Evil Dead movies were. But there was a lot of moments that I thought were very Evil Dead-like. Sort of signature Sam Raimi horror tricks. Like for example, there's a scene where, without really giving anything away if you haven't seen it, there's a scene basically where the main character is in a house and is hearing sounds all around her, and that's like right out of the Evil Dead movies, where basically the camera's just sort of quickly whipping around wherever the sounds are coming from, and she's like looking around and stuff. And I mean, if you've seen the Evil Dead movies, every single one of them has moments like that in it. So it's almost like that's a signature Sam Raimi horror moment thing that he does.
Yeah.
And he does it very well, too. Mm-hmm. It's especially impressive in the theater with the surround sound, because you literally hear these sounds just zipping all around you in every direction. And
all around,
yeah. It was very cool.
Well, and there's like a lot of parts where you're either like really squeamish, or you're like just in your chair and you're holding on for dear life and you're like in a force field almost of terror or something.
By you, she means her.
Sorry.
Those of you who watched some of my Dead Space videos will know what she's like in scary moments. Well, she was like that through pretty much the whole movie. Anytime there was the slightest hint of something
you get the
scary,
music. You get the scary music before the scariness.
Well, you get either the scary music or no sound at all.
Oh God!
So you just know that there's going to be something really jump out of your skin moment any second. But she watched like a lot of the movie like this.
No, I didn't.
You totally did.
I totally did not.
You totally did.
The only time I did that was because they kept
all
on
the
popping
scary
up.
Parts.
And no. I watched a good decent amount. It was just shut up. It was just because of I jump like 3 feet in the air because they do it like they pop up, and I don't like that. I never liked haunted houses.
Uh-huh.
I never did.
Cool.
Ever, because they do that and they just scare the shit out of me.
Well, that's the point.
I
you
know.
go in them to get scared.
Yeah, I know, but I watch it after they come out and while they're doing their shit, and I'll watch it then. And you saw me watch it then, but I can't. No, I can't watch it when
So for you, it's like the building of the tension and the suspense.
I can't. I'll give myself a heart attack.
So it's like the anticipation of, like, because you know that scare moment
I know
is
it's coming.
But if it's just like somebody getting hacked to bits and blood and guts
I'm
everywhere,
okay
you're
with
just
that.
like, whatever, makeup effects. But it's just the tension.
The tension.
Yeah. I can kind of relate to that. But I mean, I know a number of people that are like that with movies. It's just it's the tension that they can't handle. Speaking of gore, you mentioned a little bit there was some gross out moments in it.
Yes.
Which were, I think it was where most of the humor came from.
Yeah.
Was some of them were just so over the top and so disgusting.
Well, can I bring up one?
Well, we don't really want to put spoilers into it for people.
Well, it's not.
Okay, well, as long as it's spoiler, not a spoiler. What? Nose? I was gonna say about the gross out parts, it's not like most horror movies today where it's all blood and guts and entrails and disembowelings and things like that. The gross out parts are basically just gross things happening to the characters. Not necessarily blood and guts. There's a little bit of that, but really not very much. It's more
Monty Python gore.
Yeah, it's almost like Monty Python gore, like very over the top to the point of being comical. Yeah. Oh, I know the nose part you're talking about. Yeah, no, you can't mention that because that'll spoil it.
Damn.
There's a nose part.
Ooh.
So now everybody's going to be waiting for this nose part. But, the nose part is good. So,
I like the whole thing, and I like the ending. It's very good.
Yes, the ending was
Very tactful.
Yeah, again, without giving anything away, the ending was fun because it was...
Just because.
Yeah, it's kind of expected and unexpected at the same time, so keep an eye out for that. No, that's not a hint. Somebody doesn't get their eyes gouged out in the end or something. It's just like an expression.
Just be quiet. Just stop.
But I didn't give anything away.
Yeah, but just stop before you do.
Okay.
Before they overanalyze.
So anything you didn't like about it?
You know what? Really wasn't a fan of the Mac or the PC guy being the guy.
Well, he was just kind of the everyday nice guy.
Yeah, but I think they could have picked a better guy.
Okay, so you felt there could have been some different casting.
Yeah.
So who would you suggest? Maybe Christian Bale? I don't think he's doing anything nowadays.
No, I didn't say that. I'm just saying that they could have gone with a little bit more of a pretty boy. I don't know.
Actually, no, I kind of liked that they had him, because he wasn't, like, he's not like, I mean, he's a good looking guy.
We don't want pretty
But he's not like a
boy,
super pretty boy.
Yeah, you don't
He's
like
just
that.
kind of like an average guy, a nice sense of humor, good, wholesome boyfriend type. And I thought he fulfilled his function in the plot quite effectively.
Maybe he was just too goody two shoes for me.
I don't know. Whatever.
I'll shut up now.
What else was there?
Like?
There wasn't really much I didn't like about it. The only thing was I felt that, I like Alison Lohman. I think she's very, cute, and I thought she was great in Big Fish. I don't know that she was really sort of like the ultimate. I just can't really see her so much as a scream queen, as you
who would
as
be
you
good?
see in these types of movies.
And who would be good in that role? Remember The City? Who was the chick from The City?
The City.
Or Dark City, that was it. Who was the chick from Dark City?
City.
Who was really, really hot. She was like the guy's wife.
God, I don't remember. It's been a while since I've watched that.
Well, anyways, she would have been great.
Although now that I think about it, I think I can understand why they picked her, was because she is so sweet and wholesome and innocent looking, and just all the horrible things that happen to her over the course of the movie makes it all the more effective when it happens to somebody so wholesome. So, yeah, I guess I can understand why they went that.
Well, and she's not a big box office type chick either, so like...
No, she isn't huge.
If they did pick somebody who is huge, it would be like Jennifer Love Hewitt kind of thing.
Yeah. which everybody wants to see get barfed on, but.
Just be quiet.
Actually, I don't have a big problem with Jennifer Love Hewitt, but that's just because I'm a guy and she's hot. So there you go.
Yeah, I have a little bit of a problem with her.
One other thing I really liked about it. Not a single pop song to be heard in the whole damn movie. The whole thing was nothing but good old-fashioned orchestral music score. And a pretty good one, too. I thought it was very effective.
Well, including in the credits, like, there wasn't some punky...
Yeah, like, it didn't end with some crazy over-the-top Green Day song or Rage Against the Machine. Why did every single Matrix movie end with Rage Against the Machine? Did they pick it just because of the name of the band and it was about humans versus machines?
Okay,
let's put a Rage Against the Machine song in there.
Sean, we're going into the Matrix.
They had this beautiful orchestral techno score through the whole thing, and they end with this fucking alterna crap. Like, it totally blew the movie for me. Well, I still like the movies, but I hate the credits.
It's okay. Yeah. We're talking about a different movie.
So, Drag Me to Hell, out of 5 stars.
I'd have to give it a 4.
A 4?
Yeah.
I think I'd give it a 4 as well. Because it was fun. It was good. It was a good time. I think it was one of the classier horror films I've seen in a while. It didn't seem to be... It was gratuitous, but in ways that were obviously meant to be taken tongue-in-cheek.
Yeah.
And not gratuitous for the sake of... Well, you know what I mean. Like the typical sort of horror crap that you usually see nowadays, where it's just blood and guts for the sake of it and such.
So we would give it, 4 Zeranizerac Z's then?
4 Z's. Okay, you want to don't want to do that?
Yeah.
Do Z's? Okay. We do 4 Z's, or if you're Canadian like us, 4 Z's.
Is that the right way? Yeah.
There you go. I can actually do that too. I have some nice animated Z's that I did a while ago.
Wonderful.
Now I have something I can use them for. Alright, well that's it for our review. I think we've probably been going about 20 minutes here. Yep. Well, actually, I should say 20 minutes of footage at our end, but it'll probably be about 15 minutes for you guys when we edit all of it. Yeah, so that's it. Drag Me to Hell. If you're looking for a good, fun horror movie and you're fans of Sam Raimi like we are, check it out. I think you'll have a good time. Any final words?
So from all of us to all of you, Merry Christmas.
And God bless us, everyone. Kind of appropriate to end Drag Me to Hell with that, All right, folks, thanks for watching. Until next time, sayonara.